Good morning. Buenos días. Also, good afternoon. Good evening. And good night, Australia. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, dear hearts. Thank you so much for the understanding that this week we need to change our day of our service. And I am so grateful that you are here with me in this Saturday. I welcome you and I can feel your presence. Wisconsin greetings. So, dear hearts, let us start it in God's way. And I think in the end we are going to talk a little bit, but in this moment, let us concentrate on the selves. That is the most important thing in this moment. So, good morning. Welcome to the 7 Sacred Weeks Vlog 30. In today's service, we will perform. First, we are going to read the description of the chart of the I Am Presence, another text from the voice of the I Am. Then we are going to have the visualization of our electronic circle and do the decrees to seal this work. And then we are going to do the statements and visualizations of the 7 mighty Chohans that they gave us during the 2022 7 Sacred Weeks. And after that, we are going to talk also a little bit about our emotional body. So let's go. Let's go. To start, as always, just place the hands on your heart and try to feel your heartbeat. Because when you feel your heartbeat, it's easily to feel or easier to feel the presence of God within. Because it's the presence of God that beats your heart. So feel this presence within and just invite your I Am presence to take command, hold dominion, and produce perfection in your outer activity That means in your thoughts, feelings, words, and deeds. And just to feel that presence within expanding and taking the holy dominion of your four lower bodies. Accept it and just be grateful. And now let us call together the opening blessing. Beloved mighty and presence here, there, and everywhere, we love you, bless, and thank you forever, forever, and beyond. For I am in you, and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, dear hearts, let us move our attention to the Christmas star above our houses and just feel the expansion of its light. We are creating together a powerful thought form. And just visualize that star shining above your house and expanding rays to bless and bless and bless all the area where you live. Visualizing that everyone, everything in your area is being charged in this moment with the perfection of God. Your I am presence, which is one with the I am presence here, there, and everywhere. And I know it is done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Now, just connect by thought your Christmas star to the Christmas star above the Rocky Mountains. We are connected there. But feel that connection. It's important that you feed it through your thought. And feel the power, the love, the wisdom of that sacred place. Feel the presence of the Ascended Masters there, the Brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat. They will support us during our service. They are with us. They support us. And they support our force field. So visualize also the sphere of light built by the love of our hearts around the planet, and feel the expansion of our force field. And may the Ascended Masters use this force field to pour their presence to the Holy Planet. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now let us take the water and call for the Elixir of Life. Beloved I Am Presence, Saint Germain, Brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, Lords of the Elements and Powers of Light, please charge this mineral water with whatever substances and virtues we need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the Ascended Masters in our physical bodies. When we drink this water at the end of our degrees, by the light of God that never fails, I command, demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. So let's put the water to be charging. And let's read this text, so beautiful, from the voice of the I Am. It's from the year 1939. It said, the charge of the mighty and presence is a focus for the perfection of each individual's own life and that of the Ascended Masters. And as I told you, this charge is like the archetype of our Godhead, or of our principles as a manifestation, an individualized manifestation of God in this physical world. No one at this time can even begin to realize how important that charge is and why such amazing miracles take place constantly for all who will hold their attention upon it at regular intervals with each day. The law of life is that when you are in touch with the form of a thing, you are in touch with the presence of that thing. For this reason, always when we contemplate something, no matter what, something good or something bad, as we contemplate that thing, we absorb the energy that is charged or the consciousness that is within that form. All pictures are a focus of light substance from the life stream of that which they represent. Think that through and try to realize how important it is for each of us to know that when we contemplate a picture, we are instantly and always absorbing the qualities which it contains. As I told you, and there are many pictures, for example, of the Ascended Masters. No, and in each picture, the Ascended Master normally charging a portion of its own life stream, and it depends on the person that is the vehicle that draw that picture, or the vehicle in this physical world that bring forth that manifestation, because the ascended master needs a non-ascended person to bring that picture into this physical world. And if that person is pure, the picture, you'll be charged with the great amount of virtues and the qualities of that ascended masters. If that person is not so pure as he or she shall be, so the amount is a little less. But even so, there is always something there. But normally, when the picture is really charged with the ascended master presence, is something that when we look at that picture, we can feel that presence of the ascended master there. We can feel the truth of that presence in the higher spheres of light in that picture. There are many pictures that we feel that picture is so beautiful, but then we don't record that face in our minds because in that picture is just a little bit of the presence of the ascended master. And when the amount of substance of the ascended master is there, normally you look to the picture, and that picture is instantaneously recorded within us. And even that we are not looking to the picture, we can remember it so clear in our minds. So continue. Then to contemplate the charge of the mighty and presence by looking at it with the physical sight means we are absorbing the perfection of our almighty and presence into the brain cells, the nerves, and the flesh of our bodies every moment we gaze upon it. So it's not only to the charge when we are looking to a picture of beloved Saint Germain, for example, if we contemplate it and we feel really the presence of the Master there, we are absorbing the presence of the Master also in our brain cells, in our nervous system. And from the nervous system, that substance is or flows to all the cells of our bodies. As we do that daily, the power from its heart flows into each one's. A moment, please. It's so dry here. As we do that daily, the power from its heart flows to each one's heart who contemplates it. Is there any great healing power in the whole of the universe than the source of each one's life? The mighty I am presence, the flame within each heart. As we gaze upon its eyes, we are absorbing the perfection of the eyes of God directly into our own eyes. As we contemplate the light rays, their perfection and almighty power of light are pouring into our brains, bodies, and feeling worlds. The almighty action of light which does produce instantaneous perfection. When we gaze upon the hands of the mighty and presence in the charge, the rays of light and the gifts of life are pouring directly into our hands, brains, bodies, and the activity of our words. Remember often that the charge of the mighty and presence is an outer focus in the world of substance, form, and action of the mightiest inner power in all the universe. Then to contemplate that chart means you are drawing into your body and world its full perfection of life, exactly as you breathe in the particles of light which are in the atmosphere about you, and yet of which you understand so little. So these particles of light that is not only about us, is also within us because it's everywhere. It is what normally the Oriental teachings call prana. Stand in front of your chart of the mighty I Am presence whenever possible and breathe into your flesh, body, all the perfection of your own electronic body, of which it is a focus for you. You cannot possibly have any result but perfection and ever expanding perfection. The more you contemplate it, the more of its light will you receive. This is what Saint Germain and the other ascended master mean when they say, in the fullness of the presence is the love that you require. In the fullness of the presence are the things that you desire. So let's repeat it together. In the fullness of the presence is the love that you require. In the fullness of the presence are the things that you desire. And you may say to you, in the fullness of the presence is the love that I require. In the fullness of the presence are the things that I desire. If you do it, contemplating the chart of the mighty and presence, you will see the blessings in your life. And it said, may you feel the fullness of all that chart means and can do for you, and absorb the victory of the light contained within it. Thank you. And now we are going to practice it. Now we are going to visualize the steps of the electronic circle of protection, and then we are going to make the calls to seal this visualization. So look at the chart and feel your electronic body. That is your Godhead. Feel the expansion of the light of the presence, and then raise your hands and visualize that upon your hands the presence place its own hands. So visualize that is there, communion of your hands with the hands of your electronic body, and try to feel the flow of the energy from the presence into your hands and through your hands to your nervous system, to your brain, and then to all the cells of your body. And feel the oneness with your beloved I Am presence. Feel the pleasant activity of the violet flame in through and around you. Visualizing the radiance of your tube of light closing you in God's perfection. Feel the blue flame sealing this tube of light. And feel safe, completely protected by the mighty I Am presence which dwells in your own heart. Feel that you are in charge of the gifts, talents, wishes in your causal body. And that by the wisdom of the presence within your heart, you can use it in God's way to fulfill your divine plan right here and now. And so it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am. And now let us do together the calls for the electronic circle of protection. Beloved mighty and presence, ascended masters, Elohim, archangels, our higher mental bodies and cosmic beings of light. I am the violet flaming through and around my four lower bodies, always sustained and in God's purity. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. I am the beauty, perfection, and power of my tube of crystalline white light substance, always bright and radiant and full of vibrations of light that makes and keeps me invisible and invincible to all human creation now and forever. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. I am the invincible power of the wall of radiant flame, sealing my tube of light, give me total protection against disturbance, elements, and human suggestions. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. And I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. Trust it and visualize it. I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And I call our beloved and mighty I Am presence to hold us within this almighty protection, so we may live on this planet, fulfill our divine plan, but nevermore be touched by human creation. And I know it's done, and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, dear heart, let us first send the golden rays of the brothers of the golden rod. Just feel those rays flowing in through and around America, blessing all American people and give them wisdom, the wisdom that they need to decide what is the best for this sacred nation. And I know it's done and it's sustained. And I call that every nation, every people can be enlightened in the same way. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now let us do the call for America. Beloved and mighty and presence and great divine director, seize the possession of America, the government and her people, control her resources and direct her activities by thy almighty perfection, envelop her in that invincible wall of light, through which naught can pass but the perfection of the ascended masters, and keep it eternally sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved and mighty and present Saint Germain, great divine director, Cyclopea and power and powers of light, take command, hold dominion, and produce perfection in the 2024 elections in America. Bring into victory only the candidate who can best serve thy light and who can do the best for America and the world. I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now we are going to enter on the core, on the heart of our service. We are going to do today the statements of the seven mighty Chohans and also expand the same blessings to the world. And to start it, I just would love that you can visualize that you are stand. You don't need to be, but you can visualize it. And just visualize that the seven mighty Chohans descend in your atmosphere and that they surround you. Visualize the presence of Moria, Lanto, Bold Venetian, Seraph's Bay, Highlightum, Lady Nada, and Saint Germain. Feel their luminous presence around you. Raising your four lower bodies in this moment into ascended master perfection. And hold it as we are going to do our calls. And just to remember, we talked a little bit about last time, that the heart is the center of the angels. because it's there, the center of the feelings. And then the brain is the center of the thoughts and also is connected with the Elohims and also the elementals, elementals. So is in the brain. And then we have our spiritual center that, to simplify, I put as the combined power of our higher mental body, the causal body, and electronic body. And so there we have what we may see Godhead. And what the Ascended Master does. The Ascended Master, in fact, is this combined power of brain and heart acting together. This perfect unity between heart and brain, working as one as we do in our protocol. So we may say that the Ascended Master Center is when the heart and brain begin to work together. And then, as we do in the protocol, we create that sphere of light that in the beginning is in the part of our, in the upper part of our bodies. But then, as we contemplate it, as we feed it, as we visualize it, as we become it, this sphere of light or the sun presence expands, expands, and expands until we just reflect or create that spiritual center in cosmic levels here in this human octave. That is the Ascended Masters, and it is what we are doing right now in this planet. We are learning to be that spiritual center manifest in full action in this planet. So as we are going to absorb the flame of the Ascended Master, we are going to just anchor it in the heart, but then we are going to expand that flame, not more just around the heart, not more just around the head, but we are going to expand that flame around our four lower bodies as we are that is spiritual center here in this human octave. So it is what you need to visualize in this moment. And so let us do it right now. First, connect with Master Ermoria. Feel his luminous presence and draw his blue flame into your heart. Anchor it there and expand it into a sparkling sphere of blue light around your holy body. Hold it and say, I am the will of Ermoria. I am his determination, love, and perfection, filling me with God's vitality to fulfill my daily tasks and confidently move forward in my divine plan. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. Beloved Master Ermoria here in action. And now, send forth the blue flame of Ermoria to charge the planet and all human beings. Visualize the blue flame through and around the planet, blazing, blazing, and blazing, charging all human beings with harmonious determination, love, and perfection. Visualize his courage and vitality flooding human consciousness, moving humanity toward the fulfillment of the divine plan. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Now feel the luminous presence of beloved Lanto and draw his golden yellow flame into your heart. Anchor it there and expand it into a sparkling sphere of golden yellow light around your holy body. Hold it and say, I am the wisdom of Lanto, flowing through my thoughts, feelings, words, and form. I am his love, clarity, and perfection. I take pleasure in fulfilling my divine plan. I always move in the right direction. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. Beloved Master Lanto here in action. And send forth now the yellow flame of Lanto to charge the planet and all human beings with his love, clarity, and perfection. Visualize his wisdom illuminating human consciousness, moving humanity toward the fulfillment of the divine plan. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Now, just feel the luminous pink presence of Paul the Venetian. Connect with him by the love of your heart and draw his pink flame into your heart. Anchor it there and expand it into a sparkling sphere of pink light around your holy body. Hold it and say, I am the love of Paul the Venetian, flooding my four lower bodies. I am his perfection and ability to turn dreams into visible and tangible realities. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. Beloved Master Paul the Venetian here in action. And send forth now the pink flame of Paul the Venetian to charge the planet and all human beings with his love, kindness, and perfection. Visualize his gratitude, flood and human consciousness, moving humanity toward the fulfillment of the divine plan. The planet is in need of the pink flame, dear hearts. Just visualize this planet pink, radiant pink. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now just feel the luminous presence of beloved Seraph's Bay. Connect with him by the love of your heart. And he's smiling at us in this moment. He is so kind. Just feel his presence and draw his white flame into your heart. Anchor it there and expand it into a sparkling sphere of white light around your whole body. Hold it and say, I am the purity of Seraph's Bay. I am his love, beauty, and perfection, always sustaining me in the victory of my divine plan. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. Beloved Master Seraph's Bay here in action. And send forth now the white flame of beloved Seraph's Bay to charge the planet and all human beings with his love, beauty, and perfection. Visualize his purity flooding human consciousness, moving humanity toward the fulfillment of the divine plan. Always toward the fulfillment of the divine plan. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Now just feel the beautiful, luminous presence of Master Hilarion. Feel his energy, his love, and draw his emerald green flame into your heart. Anchor it there and expand it into a sparkling sphere of emerald green light around your whole body. Hold it and say, I am the truth of Hilarion. I am his love, harmony, and perfection. Direct me always towards perfect tools and pure knowledge that help me in the fulfillment of my divine plan. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. Beloved Master Hilarion here in action. And send forth now the green flame of Master Hilarion to charge all human beings with his love, healing and perfection, especially healing. Visualize His truth, flooding human consciousness, moving humanity towards the fulfillment of the divine plan. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now feel the pink, golden, luminous presence of our precious Nada. Just feel her love and draw her golden flame into your heart. Anchor it there and expand it into a sparkling sphere of golden light around your whole body. Hold it and say, I am the peace of Nada. I am her love, serenity, and perfection enfold me now. I live happily, always fulfilling my divine plan. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. Beloved Master Nada here in action. And send forth now the golden flame of beloved Nada to charge the planet and all human beings with her love, serenity, and perfection. Visualize her love, devotion, and tenderness, flooding human consciousness, moving humanity toward the fulfillment of the divine plan. And let's send also the peace of Nada, the peace to charge all the nations, especially those ones in need in this moment. And also send the peace of Nada to flood the hearts of those one in conflict. Peace, peace, peace prevails here, there, and everywhere. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, just feel, and for me so easy, just feel the violet, luminous presence of our beloved Master Saint Germain. Feel his love surrounding you and draw his violet flame into your heart. Anchor it there and expand it into a sparkling sphere of violet light around your whole body. Hold it and say, I am the freedom of Saint Germain. I am his love, purity, and perfection, flooding every particle of electronic substance I contact, returning it to its divine pattern. I bless life, and life blesses me. I am that I am. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. Beloved Master Saint Germain here in action. And send forth now the violet flame of beloved Saint Germain to charge the planet and all human beings with his love, freedom, and perfection. Visualize his violet flame flooding human consciousness, lifting humanity into the victory of ascension. The victory of ascension is the victory of the divine plan fulfilled. And I know it is done, and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Now, dear hearts, visualize the luminous presence of the seven mighty Chohans. I forgot to change the word there. Surround the planet and all life within it. I love to see the seven mighty Chohans like a circle of light around the planet. Visualizing their flames flooding and raising our life into God's harmony, beauty, and perfection. The harmony, beauty, and perfection of the seven rays. Visualize better, feel the victory of this planet and the victory of mankind. Just feel the reality of our victory. And then let us seal this victory with the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where human creation dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now let us take the water and finish the call for the Elixir of Life. Beloved I am presence, Saint Germain, brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, Lords of the elements and powers of light, please charge this mineral water with the blessings from the Ascended Master's octave of light, and put here all the substances we need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the Ascended Masters in our physical bodies. Transmute this water into the elixir of life. Visualize it taking place right here and now. Transmute this water into the elixir of life. Transmute this water into the elixir of life. We are so thankful. By the light of God that never fails, I command, I demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. So fill this elixir of life and trust that it is charged with whatever you may need to manifest Christ's perfection in this flesh body. And feeling it, trusting it, let us drink it together. Cheers. So good, so good, so good. And now, dear hearts, just feel the mighty and presence within your hearts. And pour your love to it. Just pour your love. Pour your love upon all Ascended Masters, Elohim, Archangels, cosmic beings of light, and all who have assisted us in our cause. Pour your love upon all life within this planet and earth itself. And may this mantle of love seal everything and everyone, blessing all life on this planet. May this love alone rule us all today and forever. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfilling all this call I am. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved mighty and presence, Ascended Masters, Elohim, Archangels, our higher mental bodies and cosmic beings of light, we sincerely send you our love and gratitude for all the blessings received and for all those yet to come. Take our decrees and multiply them thousands of times more each day and hour. Make them ever increase in their power until we have the momentum of light necessary to have them visibly manifest in our hands and use. For our blessings and the blessings of mankind and all life on earth. What we have called during our session for ourselves, we also call for all human beings until only love, wisdom, and power of God lift us up in the eternal victory of ascension. We are eternally grateful. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfilling now this call I am. I am that I am. Tell it and trust it. I am that I am. I am that I am. We feel it is true. We accept it as true. We manifest it. We manifest it. We manifest it right now. By the power of 1,000 suns and the light of God that never, never, never fails. I command, I demand, and it's done. Almighty I am. Almighty I am. Night I am. And now, dear hearts, we are going to continue the subject of our emotional body, and to understand perfectly our emotional body is so important for our ascension. I don't know if you remember, but Saint Germain told us in one of his discourses that the mighty and presence store uh, the, its great power and energy in this realm, in the feeling world, in the emotional realm. And for this reason, it's so important. And so, just to remember, we are using the text to study it from the book Man and His Bodies by Annie Besant. It's a theosophical book. And just doing a little recap, we told last week that we attract entities on the astral or emotional in theosophy literature. They say sometimes astral, sometimes they say emotional too, but most of the time astral plane that have the same habits that we have on the physical plane, because all our bodies are connected. So normally we don't need to look for or to search for what will manifest of ourselves in the emotional plane. Normally we manifest there what we are here. The same thing. And of course, the same things we are draw there or attract there to ourselves as we do in this physical plane. So if we are so dense here, if we have so dense emotions or negative emotions, of course, there we are going to attract the entities that vibrate in the same frequency. So it's the same. We don't need to think about. It's the same. And also we talk about if there is a break in consciousness when a person leaves the physical body during sleep, and when that person comes back to the physical body again, upon waking, they usually do not remember their night experience on other planes of consciousness. Because when you have the break, in that moment acts something called forgetfulness. And also because it's when you break the consciousness and the physical brain most of time is not prepared to codify the experience that we have in other levels of manifestation, the brain cannot more perceive what we were doing, and so we cannot remember that. Sometimes you just stay with a feeling what we have done to the night. And also we talked that the more refined a person, the more organized and defined his emotional body becomes. This refined means that we work in the purification of ourselves here in this physical world. We are studying, we are looking for the Ascended Master's word, we are meditating on the Ascended Master's word, and more than that, we are practicing the ascended master's words on this physical plane. We are trying to hold our emotions in a very sublime condition. We are trying to focus our thoughts just in the perfection of the light. And as we do it more and more and more and more, also we become as a physical manifestation more refined, but also our emotional level becomes more refined. Our mental level becomes more refined because all the parties somehow work together. You cannot be so enlightened here in the physical level and then you have a terrible emotional body. So normally if you are good here, you are good there too. And continue today. It is well to understand, and Biza told us that persons who are making real and even rapid progress in spirituality may be function most actively and usefully in the astral world without impressing on the brain when they return the slightest memory of the work in which they have been engaged. Although they may be aware in their lower consciousness of an ever increasing illumination and widened knowledge of spiritual truth. Sometimes the Ascended Master students do not remember what they do during the night, and there is sometimes a purpose for that. The Ascended Master and Saint has done it with me in the beginning of my training with him, close my vision on the astral level to not disturb my training because we are working hard there. Dear hearts, we are working there hard, very hard. And so to not confuse me, the master just closed the vision so that I can go on my activities here without being confused with what I was doing in the higher planes of consciousness. But as is told there, we do not remember, but we perceive that ever increasing illumination in our physical level. Things become easily done here. So, and when it happens, it's because we do not remember, but we are working hard in those levels. There is one fact which all students may take as a matter of encouragement and one which they may rely with confidence, however blank their physical memory may be as regards superphysical experience. We shall not try and search for superphysical experience. We do not need it. In fact, as we learn to work more and more for others, it happens naturally. As we endeavor to become more and more useful to the world, this happens naturally. As we grow stronger and steadier in our devotion to the elder brothers of humanity and seek ever more earnestly to perform perfectly our little share in their great work, we are inevitably developing that emotional body and that power of function in nature which render us more efficient servants. Whether with or without physical memory, we leave our physical prisons in deep sleep and work along useful lines of activity in the astral world, helping people we should otherwise be unable to reach, aiding and comforting in ways we could not otherwise employ. And that happens a lot. Sometimes we do not remember, but we are helping people, sometimes old friends, friends or people that were dear to us in environments before. Or sometimes we are working with the people in our neighborhood and we do not remember because we are preparing those people for the Ascended Master teachings in all the levels that they manifest in this world. So most of the time we do not perceive it, but we are, as we learn and as we are being trained, also helping others in these other levels of manifestation. This evolution is going on with those who are pure in mind, elevate in thought, with their hearts set on the desire to serve. They may be working for many a year in the astral world, emotional realm, without bringing back the memory to their lower consciousness and exercising powers for good to the world far beyond anything of which they suppose themselves to be capable. To them, when karma permits, shall come the full unbroken consciousness which passes at will between the physical and astral worlds, the bridge that shall be made which lets the memory cross from the one to the other without effort. So that the man returning from his activities in the emotional level will don again his physical vesture without a moment's loss of consciousness. This is the certainty that lies before all those who choose the life of the selves. And that happens. The more you work with the Ascended Master, when you are ready to eat sometimes, and that happens with me, I am doing work in higher levels and I just enter my body without this break of conscience. So it's very strange in the beginning because you are working another level or in another world of manifestation, and then you just enter your body and it is like I don't know. It's so difficult to explain because you were not sleeping. You were just open the eyes. It's like you turn on the physical body and you were there. But there is no loss of memory. And that is great. Sometimes it happens, sometimes not. I think it happens when the master would like that I remember. But I have that those experience sometimes and it's somehow stranger because it's really strange. You were just doing things in another level, and then there is no break. You just open the eye, you were again in this flesh body. In the beginning, it's very strange. For me, it's strange until today when that happens, but it happens, and it will happen with all of us. We do not search for it. We do not to search for it. It happens naturally when we are doing the right thing to do, and especially we are very concentrated in the teachings of the Ascended Masters. So continue. They will one day acquire this unbroken consciousness, and then today Life shall no longer be composed of days of memory, work, and nights of oblivion, but will be a continuous whole, the body put aside to take the rest necessary for it, while the man himself uses the emotional body or the mental body or another special body prepared by the ascended masters for his work in those realms. Then they will keep the links of thought unbroken, knowing when they leave the physical body, knowing why they are passing out of it, knowing their life away from it, knowing when they return and again put it on. Thus they will carry on week after week, year after year, the unbroken, unwearied. That is a difficult word for me, but I think you understand consciousness, which gives the absolute certainty of the existence of the individual self. You know that you are not the bodies, but there is that self within. Of the fact that the body is only a garment that they wear, put on and off at pleasure, and not a necessary instrument of thought and life. They will know that so far from its being necessary to either, life is far more active, thought far more untrammeled without it. When this stage is reached, a man begins to understand the world and his own life in it far better than he did before. Begins to realize more what lies in front of him, more of the possibilities of the higher humanity. Slowly he sees that just as man acquires first physical and then emotional consciousness, so there stretch above him other and far higher ranges of consciousness that he may acquire one after the other, become active of loftier planes, ranging through wider worlds, exercising vaster powers, and all as the servant of the holy ones for the assistance and benefit of humanity. The physical life begins to assume its true proportion, and it is true. And nothing that happens in this physical world can affect him as it did ere he knew the fuller, richer life, and nothing that death can do can touch him either in himself or in those he desires to assist. The earth life takes its true place as the smallest part of human activity, important, but the smallest part, and it can never again be as dark as it used to be in the past. For the light of the higher regions shines down into its obscurest recesses. So for today, we are just going to talk it, and I think just more 1 week, and we are going to finish the emotional body and enter in the mental realm and understand the mental realm too. I hope so. I hope just next week we are going to finish it, to finish the first time, because we're just seeing the basics of the basics. That is true. The basics of the basics. And so in this moment, just send your love and gratitude to the Royal Teton Retreat and the Brotherhood there. Let us ask them to charge us with this instruction, that we may remember whatever is useful for us in our daily routine. Courage and concentration, determination to practice them in our daily lives. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Let us also sing again and again and again, and every day, every minute, every second, that we remember our love, most gratitude to our beloved I am presence. Just acknowledge that there is just this power and intelligence govern in your life, world, and destiny. And no matter the outer appearance, that presence is working always on your favor. Trust it. And it's time. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Send the love of your heart to the source of its love, your presence. And let us seal this session with the closing blessing. Beloved, mighty and presence here, there, and everywhere, we love you, bless, and thank you forever, forever, and beyond. For I am in you, and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And dear hearts, next week we are going to have our vlog 31. And yes, I hope to see you next time. I don't know what I go to put in ourselves. If you'd like to suggest something, please put it in the comments, and I may analyze and discuss with the boss, beloved Essential One, and to choose something for the vlog 31 plus the end of our emotional body. And so I wish you that you can be charged with the joy of my heart in this moment, and that you are ready. You see, you are ready to recognize the opportunities that the presence put in your way, and take them and enjoy them in a ascended to master way. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week, and we continue our work together as light work, as ascended mastery students, unified in this force field of the 7 sacred weeks next Friday. Bye.